Alright guys, today we're back on Call of the Wild theAngler to continue our quest for all 16 diamonds here on Aguas Claras. You know, so far we have gotten 9 diamonds, 7 of which being completely different species, and that essentially means that in order to achieve our goal of getting all the diamonds on this reserve, we still have to get another 9 diamonds, 9 different diamonds. So on this occasion, in order to hopefully have a chance to find some of those remaining species, today we'll be visiting some locations that are known for having what it takes to spawn those diamonds. You know, in this game it is known that there are many things, many conditions that determine if a diamond can spawn or not on a certain location based on what has been revealed on past dev diaries. For example, one of the most important conditions is water temperature. I mean, apparently the water temperature has to be within a certain range in order for a diamond to be able to spawn. Of course, that temperature will be different depending on the species, but what is true is that most of the diamonds are caught within a certain range. And well, of course, you may be asking, what is a good way to know exactly what is the ideal water temperature to catch a certain species or the species you want? Well, first you need to pay attention to all the diamonds that are shared across the community of that particular species, because you will quickly notice that most of those diamonds are caught at a very similar water temperature. In fact, one good example of this is the case of the thicklip mullet. You know, if you pay attention to all the diamond thicklips that have been shared, you will notice that most of them are caught around 24 degrees Celsius, which is like 75-76 Fahrenheit. So what this tells us is that the ideal water temperature to try to catch a diamond thicklip is around 24 Celsius, which means that apart from being on a location that is known for supporting diamond spawns, we need to make sure that the water temperature is just right for diamonds to be able to spawn. Now, how do we verify the temperature is actually right? Well, first of all, you need to catch a fish, and then on the bottom right you will be able to see the current water temperature. You know, this number is actually determined by the time of the day on which you visit that spot, so it is extremely important to make sure you visit the locations you want at the times on which the water temperature is just right. Also, something interesting is that once you arrive to a location and you verify that the temperature is adequate, you can simply stay there fishing for quite some time, and apparently the temperature will stay consistent for several in-game hours and sometimes even throughout the whole day. I mean, that is absolutely key, because once you get the conditions right from the start, you can simply keep grinding there for as much time as you want, and as long as you don't leave the area, the temperature will remain within that ideal range for quite some time, if not forever. You know, this doesn't guarantee that you'll find diamonds quickly, since it may take you like 3 or 4 hours of catching as many fish as you can on that area without leaving it in order for a diamond to spawn, but at least you can be sure that it's way better than wasting a lot of time on a location where the temperature is not even right. I mean, that is literally the worst thing that can happen, because you may be on the right location, you may be on a hotspot that is known for producing diamonds, but if you arrived at a time when the temperature is not ideal, then your chance of finding the diamond you want will be near zero or completely zero. Okay, so the first hotspot we're gonna visit today is an area that is known for being one of the very few locations where it's possible to get a diamond thicklip mullet. We already know that the ideal temperature to try to catch a diamond thicklip is around 24 Celsius, and in my experience the time on which the water is at that temperature on this place is between 5 and 7 in the morning, so we gotta come here at that time and remain here for as long as possible to see if we can finally get a diamond thicklip. Okay, that one is big. You know, in this place most of the diamonds are caught around this dock, which is a huge advantage because, as you can see, it is really easy to see them on the water. And in case you're wondering, at the moment I'm using a hook size number 7 plus minnow, which is only gonna get us silvers and above. Now let's see the size of this one. And it's a gold, 1.91 kilograms, big gold. As you can see, the water temperature is 24.4 Celsius, which is within the ideal range to catch a diamond, so we definitely gotta stay here and maybe we'll get lucky. Is that another gold? I don't know, it also looks big. Literally 2 minutes after the last one. Yeah, that's gotta be a gold or a huge silver. And in fact, there is a gold, 1.85 kilograms, slightly smaller than the last one, but also massive. Look at the size of that. Is that the diamond? Maybe. I mean, it looks massive, bigger than the last two. So maybe it is in fact a diamond. Fingers crossed. Wow. 2.14 kilograms, it is a gold. Surprisingly, it is not even our personal best, because I believe our biggest one was like 218. What a monster. Now, are you going to tell me that is also a gold? Because I won't believe you. I would be really surprised if that is not our first diamond thicklip mullet. Really surprised. Look at that, it is absolutely massive. Man. How heavy is it? And she's in fact a diamond, 3.18 kilograms. No way. Our first diamond thicklip mullet. You know, this is the first time I pay attention to the water temperature while visiting this place, and I don't think it is a coincidence that it also happened to be the first time we have success visiting this hotspot. Oh my god. Is that a diamond? Well, first of all, is that actually a mirror carp? Because if it is a mirror, then it's definitely diamond. It looks about the same size as my last and only diamond mirror. Yeah, it is definitely diamond. It's about to bite the 3/0 size hook and it is a mirror carp. So that is our second diamond mirror. How crazy is that? We got a diamond thicklip like an hour ago, and here we have another diamond. We gotta be ready for a long fight though. I mean, these guys weigh like 20 kilograms and our current rig is for only 13. So it's gonna take some time. Just as it did the last time. It took us like 8 minutes, I believe. Alright, 60 meters out, and it is still taking line. She's definitely very strong. Although I gotta say that she doesn't feel as strong as my last diamond of this species, you know, that one took us to almost 80 meters. Well, in fact, that one was quite a big diamond. It was like 23 kilograms, which is considered a huge diamond in the case of the mirror carps, so it's certainly not a surprise that the second is not as big, and certainly not as strong. And about time, now she's getting tired. Apparently doesn't have any strength left to take any more lines, so it's just a matter of time to land it. Come on. He's almost here. How big is it? Secure catch? Not yet. Let's try again. And that's it. Our second diamond mirror. 22.67 kilograms, it is also gigantic. Wow. Same spot. Right in front the right side of this bridge. Around 8 AM. 20.2 Celsius, that is also very important. And that's it, guys. We got another diamond. You know, this hotspot is very popular for being a great place to catch monster mirror carp during the day, but if you visit it a bit earlier, like around 3 or 4 AM, the water temperature will be just right to spawn diamond crucian carp. You know, so far I've seen many players getting diamond crucians here, and the temperature is always very similar, around 17 or 18 degrees Celsius, which, as I said, is a temperature that is only present during the early morning, roughly around 3 or 4 AM. I see a big crucian. Like, I just arrived to this location 5 minutes ago, literally caught a couple eels, and then I saw this monster. Now we have the correct bait. So let's figure out exactly how big of a monster it is. I mean, it looks big. Really big, by far the biggest crucian I've seen so far. I guess it is a big old, but just imagine how cool it would be if it is a diamond. It would be my first ever diamond crucian. Let's see. Only 3 catches so far on this session. We got the other 2 diamonds yesterday. And here we could have another diamond. Hopefully it is. Come on. Please be diamond. And there is a diamond. 1.27 kilograms. Oh my god. Look at this monster. We wanted a diamond crucian carp. Here we have our diamond crucian carp. You know, it is actually barely diamond because the diamond score as far as I'm concerned is 1.2 kilograms, but it's a diamond. Oh, hold up. Another huge crucian over there, maybe another diamond. Man, that would be unbelievable. We got one yesterday, so getting a second today would be amazing. Will this be our second diamond crucian carp? Maybe. It also looks massive. I wouldn't be surprised if it is at all. No way. On the same location at the same time pretty much, also 4 AM. In fact, I also checked the water temperature and it is also around 17 Celsius at the moment, which is the exact same temperature on which we got our last diamond. Well, this one is a gold, 1.12 kilograms. 18.2 degrees Celsius, you know, that is supposed to be within the range on which diamond crucian carp are able to spawn, but unfortunately we didn't have the same luck this time. Holy! Look at the size of that! I mean, that is a crucian carp. I think that's a diamond. We are on a different session now, also around 3:30 AM on the same location. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this one will be our second diamond crucian carp. I mean, it is noticeably bigger than the last two. No way it is not a diamond. Absolutely no way. You know, this hotspot is truly great at this time. Make sure to check it between 3 and 4 AM because that is the time on which the water temperature is appropriate for a diamond crucian carp to spawn. You know, something like 17 to roughly 18 degrees Celsius. And now let's see the size of this one. Look at that. 1.65 kilograms. Way bigger than our last diamond. I mean, look at the temperature, 17.1 Celsius. If the water is at that temperature, it is very possible that one of the respawns you get on, or even initial spawns, will end up being something of this size. You know, first of all, make sure that the water temperature is right, and then choose something like a hook size number 7 plus bloodworm to be able to catch as many fish as possible regardless the species, because odds are that sooner rather than later one of these guys will appear.